Okay. Hello, my name is Halopie. You've probably seen my face before. I decided for today that I was going to do line art for a comic page because, in case you don't know, I do a weekly comic over on Tapas, and I've been doing that for a while. So now I'm gonna talk about life and what drawing it is. It is very early. Well, it's 10 a.m. so it's not that early, but I've been home for over a year, so yes, and no fixing hair or makeup, so because I don't feel like it. But yeah, for those who don't know, when you do this in like movies and such, it's because you gotta time video and audio because you're recording audio separately, like I am. See, but yeah, as I mentioned, I've been home for over a year now, and it's not because of COVID. I finished upper secondary education last year, 2019, summer of 2019. And then I was kind of done with that, and I had applied for an animation school and gotten a decline earlier that year, like in the beginning of May. So I got a decline for that, and I was like, I want to try again. And my parents were like, sure, just you just stay home, and so you can work peacefully on that portfolio you want to make, because I really wanted to do animation because I do animation. So yeah, I stayed home for another year. When I didn't get into the animation school, you get like a mail that says, hey, you can come by and get like a portfolio review by some students, so you can see what you like need to make different and such. And so I did, and I wrote down some notes and what stuff to work on, and pretty much just because some of the notes I got was that I was lacking in traditional drawing skills, which is such as croquis and what do you call it in English? In my art class we call it still leben, which is just drawing inanimate objects like vases and such. So we did that. Well, I did. I signed up for a classic drawing class and took that for a couple of months, I think it was. And then I finished that, and then in October, at the beginning of October, I started working on the new portfolio, so that I had 5 months until it had to be turned in March. So I did that, worked. At the start, 3 months. I actually finished it in 3, almost 4 months. And then there was a portfolio review at the school. Mind you, not done by the actual people who are gonna judge you, but second year students. And I was almost done with the portfolio, and then I came in. I had an appointment to get somebody to take a look at my portfolio and everything like that. The reviews were supposed to take 15 minutes, and I waited over an hour to get in because a person had forgotten the time, and I was nervous out of my freaking mind, and just add up with an hour of just intense nervousness. And that was supposedly a teacher who overlooked the time and just kept continuing with one person for an hour. Like, I don't get it. Had that been at my old school, I was a design student from upper secondary. I took design. They would have freaked. They would have like apologized, making notice. They would have not forgotten the time unless something like happened. If they had forgotten the time, which they had one time, it was because of like crazy traffic and they couldn't make it, and then everybody was notified and such. It seems kind of weird that a teacher overlooks the time by an hour when it's supposed to be 15 minutes. So yeah, that happened. I did end up getting into Vue. I was put on and set across a different person who was a student. And because I was aware that they had a time crunch, because there was a lot of people who hadn't gotten in and gotten their time. So they were in a time crunch, and I was just like, okay, these are the things I really want to get a look at, because I'm aware that you have like a time crunch. So I was like, hey, I would really like if you could look at my cookie work and the sketches, the drawings I've made for that, and some different things I can't remember right now, but there were several topics, but only a couple of topics that I really wanted somebody to look at. And she completely ignored everything I just said and just went from one end of my portfolio listing something wrong with just about everything. And there I just sat there like but like I tried to remain focused, because like, okay, she probably knows what she's talking about. I'ma just make a ton of notes and then I can look at them when I get home, because I was not registering half of what she was saying. I was just writing down as fast as I could to like retain the information, because I would forget so fast any of the stuff she has said if I just tried to remember it. So yeah, I did that. And I was like, on top of all the nervousness of already going to the portfolio view, just like this sheer treatment that like that student, like, she wasn't mean, but she wasn't people person. If you can tell, you could tell that she was like kind of pissed off in a way, and I was just there like, I'm about to cry. And I did. I got out of the review, and then we were supposed to go look at the apartments nearby that would be like designated apartments for the people who are going to read at the animation school. And I just couldn't hold it. I started crying. So I ran into the toilet. My mom was there with me, and I was just like, I can't freaking hold it. And she was like, okay, let's just, because we had to make it with a group to go see the apartments. So it's just like, do you think you can like handle walking around? I was like, yeah, let's just go, and I'll just deal with my emotions as we go. So we go look at the apartments. I'm still crying my face out, but like I'm walking kind of behind people so people can't really see me. Because I'm kind of embarrassed when I like really cry, and I couldn't just like, you know, those moments where you can't really control it anymore. You're just like, it's coming out. I can't I can't control it or anything. And I didn't have the time to let myself cry, so I just kind of had to keep walking despite crying. So we looked at the apartments, and we got back to the car, And my mom was just like, what went wrong? I was like, everything is wrong. I was just freaking out because I'd used 3 months on this portfolio, and then a student comes in and tells me that there's something wrong with everything. And mind you, I have a month, barely a month, to like finish it. Finish the rest, finish up the mistakes that there then were. And I was because that year I was really trying to really get in. And it was a lot. So I got home and my mom got me McDonald's on the way home because I was just and I couldn't eat anything because I was so nervous. Just like, give her McDonald's, sure it'll be okay. Yeah. So I got home and my parents were being really sweet about it. They were like, listen, they're students, and like take everything they say with like a grain of salt, because yes, they're students, but they're not the people who will actually be judging you. So like, if she feels like some of it was useful, like make some changes and look over it, but like take everything into consideration, but also be like aware, like were they actually right with something that they said. And there were some of the stuff I was like because it was just nitpicking a lot. And I not to blame her for nitpicking, but like I had a month, I couldn't redo most of the things that the student wanted me to, because I simply had not the time. See. Skip, about a month later I turned in my portfolio in good time, and I fixed up the changes that I actually wanted. Sorry, I'm thinking. But yeah, like skip a month, and I get the letter again that you didn't make the cut, and mind you, the letter says specifically skill level does not fit requirements, and that's a nice letter. That doesn't hurt at all. And because of quarantine and everything, Denmark shut down the 19th March and opened up again. I'm not sure when actually. We've been open for a while now, like over the summer we were open again, somewhat, but like no travel, not so much travel. So it's just like my mom was home and I was just like, Mom, can you come up? Because I was like crying, and my mom was like super sweet. So just like, she just hugged me and was like, what do you think you want to do now? And I was just like, I don't want to do it again. I already done this twice. I already had like this sheer destruction. It's just like getting declined from a thing you really want, despite like working really hard on it. I don't think I could do it again. Like, it's a bit too draining for what I want. And some of the students at the school have said like, oh, I applied for like 6 times and then I got in, and I'm like, next 6 years of my life that I have to do this. I don't freaking want to. I don't want to sound mean, but like, I don't want to waste 6 years of my life applying for a school that might not be fit for me anyway. I think that is just something that kind of hit me, because already before getting the mail, I already knew like I wasn't going in. I wasn't getting into the school, and it's just, that was, yeah, that was it. Didn't want to try again. I'm done. So instead, like almost the same day, I started looking for something else, because I'm a very impatient person, I almost want to call it. Like, yeah, I don't want to wait. Like, the animation school, it wasn't for me. Like, it cost what, like 2,000 Danish crowns a month, and schools are free in Denmark. That for a school to cost anything, it had be like kind of weird. It's not heard of that often. It was because the school was not, I think, government approved or something. And it's just like 2,000 a month for a school that kind of feels shitty, kind of now. I don't want to try again. Like, I don't want to go there. So I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna look for something else. Like, I've used enough time on this already. I mean, I've used enough time on it already. I want to do something else. I want to look for something else. And so I did. And instead I found some other educations that I like. It fits with the stuff I've worked with before in school. And so I was like, how about I just try this instead? Because it doesn't seem too bad. And basically what it is, I want to apply for 2 different things. One is like commercials and marketing, and like what is it called? Yeah, just marketing and such. And I already worked with that in school, so it's just like this might not be a bad idea. And I already have some knowledge within the subject, so like it could work really well. And which I gotta apply for in March again. I was like, this sounds good. And then also I found another education that I'm kind of interested in, but it takes like a higher math level than I have, because I got bad at math. I was good at this in 10th grade, and then I just kind of plummeted when I entered secondary education. So I'm retaking math, and I'm kind of excited about it. I will be starting tomorrow. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't been to school for over a year, so it's kind of weird to start again. Being around people in a class environment, it's kind of weird. I miss going to school like a lot. Like, I miss a lot of the people I went to school with. I'm still friends with some of them, so it's not so bad, but I can't like visit them that much right now, since Denmark is still kind of iffy about some stuff, and one of my friends live in one of the very areas. Gee, I'm retaking math. I got 2 educations I want to go into instead of animation, because like it's not like I don't want to do animation, but like I think that then the school might not be the way for me to do it, because though they gave like a lot of they have a lot of opportunities of getting like a foot into the field, which is really what you need. It's not like I can't do animations without a school degree. I can make things work without the school, and I think that is very important to realize sometimes that just because a school like tells you no, it doesn't mean you can't do it anyway, but without their help. And like, what's nice about the commercials and marketing education is I already know a lot of the stuff. They've been working in Adobe programs, which I have already knowledge of. I've worked with them in school, and I draw in Photoshop, and it's just I already have a foot in the door, as you say, and I've already done a commercial before because my sweet dad hired me to do animation for his company. And like, I already have something to put on my resume, which is already a pretty good start. Like, I know the programs that they will be teaching you, and I already have experience with making commercials. So it's pretty neat. The other education I want to apply for also is the one that takes a bit higher math level. I'm a little nervous about that, but apparently they don't use much math, but they do a lot of programming, which is something I might be a little nervous for. But I'm also I kind of want to try it. We'll just save here. But yeah, besides that, I'm taking another in-between year out of education because I didn't get into any schools this year, so I'll be applying next year. I'm kind of excited about it. Like, it seems good for me in a way. Like, I'm happy that I didn't let the animation schools answer get too much to me, because it really hit hard like the first year and also the second year, but I didn't let it like completely deter me to do it from doing any of the things that I really like. Like, I've been animating for over 5 years now, and like, I love it. I like doing it. I think it's so fun. I love making things move, and I can do that. I can do it. There isn't really much to it. Yeah, there we go. See? Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Damn. Me. Mm-hmm. Oops. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not worried about taking another year home. I already know that I can like take care of myself. I can be alone for a certain amount of hours and still function pretty well. I mean, I've always been a really working person, so I always have like a ton of things that I like working on. Let me just just in case, because it's losing battery and I don't have another one. I like it. It's been good to be able to be home and kind of work on some stuff that I want. Also, I'll be actually taking a job this year once I'm done with like my math class. I'm taking math class 3 days of the week for like 4 hours. And then I have time in between those days. I doubt I'll get like a job while I'm studying, because it's it takes up a lot of time. So I just want to be sure that I get the math in the proper way. Would you? I think I'll just... I have been kind of sneaky. I haven't really... like I said to myself last year that I would save up some money and then I would get the screen drawing tablet I really wanted. But I haven't really done that because COVID hit. Right as I was about to apply for work. So instead, I just kind of like, I'm not earning money. But recently, I just found out that XP Pen, which is a company I want the drawing tablet of, has sale. And like, it's not like I don't have money, but I don't like using money that I know I won't be able to earn back at the moment. But like, when I saw the sale, I was just like, might as well get it. It's not like you aren't gonna earn the money back eventually, and I have the money for it, so it's just, why not buy it? So I did. And I'm really excited for it, because it's a screen drawing tablet. I've been wanting one for so long. And I don't know how long it will take to ship, but I'm super excited for it. Also, one of the things like I did for myself, because I was spending another year at home, was to get myself another plant. It's kind of nice. I like it. It's a calathea, which is the same type of plant I got myself last year when I was going to be home. See? There's a fly in here. But yeah, the camera's losing battery. So I think I'll just say goodbye here from my face and just show the rest of the process in the drawing thing. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Oh god, it's fly. Yeah. Bye. I'd like to give a big thank you to my patrons, especially my $10 Patreon, Otterly Toast. Link to my Patreon, a public Discord server, can be found in the link below. Thank you for watching and see you around.